What is up, everybody? It is me, DevilNeverCry, and we are back with another video, this time talking Resident Evil. Specifically, Shinji Mikami's recent interview with VG247 in which he discusses the recent Resident Evil 4 Remake Rumours. For those of you who don't know, Shinji Mikami was not only the director for Resident Evil 4, but also its writer. And so when asked about these rumours, he went on to state, fans will most likely want it, and so that's a good thing, though it would be great if Capcom could do a great job and make the story better, and overall put out a good product. That is a quote that no doubt will probably be taken out of context, and so when VG247 asked for further clarification in regards to what Mikami meant by making the story better, Mikami goes on to reveal that he wrote the entire story for Resident Evil 4 in just 3 weeks, and this was because he only had 3 weeks to write it in. And that definitely comes as a surprise to me, and no doubt will probably be a surprise to many of you to learn that Resident Evil 4 and all of its cheesy, corny goodness was written in just 3 weeks, and that is a pretty intense deadline, especially for a title as big as Resident Evil 4. And so with the further clarification and context provided by Mikami's second quote there, we get a bit of perspective on the situation as a whole. There's no doubt in my mind that that first part of the quote could have been definitely taken out of context and seen in a negative light as a whole. Though he doesn't obviously state anything outright bad about the original Resident Evil 4, you can definitely infer from that quote a few things, specifically that perhaps maybe he thinks he didn't do a great job, or that the story wasn't amazing, or that overall it harmed the product as a whole. Though my takeaway from this quote, and no doubt probably what a lot of you will take away, is that perhaps Mikami wishes he had more than 3 weeks to write the entirety of Resident Evil 4, and no doubt it likely would have been a different product altogether, and that's without taking in the technological limitations of consoles from that time. There's a lot of changes Capcom could make in the rumored Resident Evil 4 remake story aside that might bring Resident Evil 4 to new heights. For example, I know a lot of people who've been back to play the original Resident Evil 4 sometimes struggle with the lack of the ability to shoot and move at the same time. No doubt people want to see the remake bring the game into modern standards. However, if Capcom do end up touching the story and changing it somewhat, I really hope they don't remove any of the corny or cheesy jokes that Resident Evil 4 is known for. Of course, it is a timeless classic, but who can forget some of the interesting one-liners Leon likes to throw out from time to time?
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
With that said, let me know down in the comments below what you think about Mikami's comments here. Do you think Capcom are going to take the risk with the so-called remake and alter it heavily, or do you think they're going to play it safe and give us a carbon copy of RE4 just with a new lick of paint? And that brings us to the end of this video. If you enjoyed today's video, do be sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. With all that said and done, it has been me, DevilNeverCry. I'd like to thank all of you for watching, and as always, I'll see you all next time.